What's up, guys? Trizzle Trey, TrizzTech&Electronix. So today I'm going to give you another opinion video. This one's going to be driven a little bit differently. It's going to be talking about some big things that have been going on in the technological world here of late. And I'm just going to give you my opinion of these things. I'm going to give you a little bit of a background to what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to voice my own personal opinion on what's going on. So with that said, the first thing that I want to talk about is all this talk about an iPad mini. Now this is going to happen, there's without a doubt that this will happen. Rumor has it that Apple will be having a media event on September 12th, so just a little over a month from right now, and they will be announcing the iPad mini, and it probably will be available or shipped out or available for purchase probably right around that time, maybe a week afterwards or so. So that's pretty cool. It should be here within the next month, as rumors have stated, and I'm sure you guys have already heard those because they're all over the internet. Now, my opinion into the iPad mini. I think it's a wonderful idea. Right now, my daily driver is the Google Nexus 7, and it's a 7-inch form factor, but I do miss the iOS operating system. I love iOS. Obviously, everything is Apple. So I am looking forward to Apple releasing a smaller form factor tablet. I wasn't real sure I was going to like the 7-inch form factor, but I love this thing. So I really think it's going to be cool that Apple releases one. I think it's important because Android, all of the companies that produce Android devices, Samsung, Asus, even this is a Google authorized tablet, Amazon, all these companies are releasing smaller form factor tablets at a much more affordable price. And I think Apple needs to step it up to stay competitive. Right now, with all the things going on with Samsung and the stupid lawsuit, they definitely need to start doing something a little bit different to take attention away from that. And I think, releasing a different product that people haven't seen, they see the iPhone, they see the iPad, those are awesome selling products. But I think to stay competitive, it's important to release something new. And the 7-inch form factor is real hot right now, so I think Apple will be doing a very serving justice by releasing one. I think it's going to do very well for them. So yeah, the iPad mini will happen, as I said, probably September 12th. I do think it is a wonderful idea. Now, talking about wonderful ideas, let's switch gears a little bit, and this is talking about the new iPhone, or iPhone 5, whatever iPhone, the 6th generation iPhone, which is rumored to be announced at that same media event on September 12th of this year. So just a little over a month away, we will have an announcement of the iPad mini as well as the iPhone 5, new iPhone next generation, whatever it's called. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen and looked around the internet and seen all the things that people are talking about. It is going to have a 4-inch screen. That's definitely going to happen. Rumor or not, that will happen. It's probably going to be a little bit thinner. I've heard rumors of that. I've heard liquid metal backs. I've heard all these things. The fact of the matter is it's going to look considerably different than the one does now. It's going to be completely reformed, whereas, the last year when the iPhone 4S was released, it looked no different than the iPhone 4, just had an upgrade in processing speed, camera, all of those things. Well, this one's going to be completely revamped with all of those upgrades as well as running iOS 6, but it will look different. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be a machine. Now, as I stated, with it being announced on September 12th and probably released there within the next week or so, that's a little different. It's a little out of character for Apple. They usually release their products on a yearly kind of timestamp. So they released the iPhone 4S in October of 2011, so you'd think that they would release the new iPhone in October of 2012. Well, that's not happening. Now, this is why I think that's happening. Windows has announced the release of their Surface tablet, which is supposed to be the first tablet ever to run Windows 8. Well, now that is reported to release in September. Well, this is a cool concept. A lot of people are really excited about this Surface tab. I'm definitely want to take a look at it. From what I've heard, it's going to be at a relatively higher price point than most tablets, but I definitely want to check it out because I think that's cool that they're actually doing a full Windows operating system on a tablet. But Apple is what they're doing by releasing or talking about the iPad mini as well as releasing the iPhone 5 in September is to pull focus away from Windows. Apple has a large following. iPhone has a very large following. Many different carriers, many different people in many different countries. And when you release products at the same time, such as the iPhone being released and the Surface tab at the same time, it creates a problem for Windows because a lot of people are going to be like, save their money and not spend it on the Surface Tab and buy the new iPhone because they know it's a quality product, they know what to expect, they know it's going to pack a big punch. With the Surface Tab, specification-wise, sure, it packs a big punch, it's going to be amazing. The problem is nobody's seen one, nobody's had one, nobody knows the backstory. So it's really the underlying aspect here is, do you pay the money, risk it to something that could either be amazing or flop, the Surface Tab, or go with the next generation iPhone, which is going to be awesome, reliable, dependable, have awesome customer service. That is the problem, and I think that is the exact reason why Apple has pushed the release date up a month in advance. I mean, it's still almost been a year, 11 months, but that they usually do things in a very uniformed way. So I think that's the reason why they're going to be releasing it. I think it's going to be pretty crippling to Windows sales for the Surface Tab, and I don't know if it's going to take off because of that. I think Windows definitely needs to come up with a fallback plan or a different idea or push the release back of that a little ways so that it doesn't get affected, but that's a story for a different time. But as far as the iPhone 5, it's definitely going to be a beast. I think it's time, I love my iPhone 4S. I definitely enjoy it, but I am looking forward to a larger screen. My other phone is obviously a Samsung Galaxy Nexus, and that screen is huge, but it's almost too big for me. So making this an even 4-inch screen with a 16:9 ratio, perfect. Definitely think it's going to be good. I think it probably could be the best-selling iPhone yet. I think it's going to suck people back from Android, making the bigger screen. You can't go wrong with the iOS App Store. You just can't do it. There's so many apps, so many developers. iOS is where it's at. So, that pretty much brings this to an end. It's just two Apple topics that have been pretty widespread around the internet and the tech world are talking about. So I figured I would touch on them and give them my own personal spin and opinion. So with that said, I really do think that the iPad mini and the new iPhone are terrific ideas. I think they're going to do a lot for Apple. With that said, I really hope that you guys are taking it easy. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.